You guys are watching the Dallas Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey, live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble with our mailbag, answering all of your questions live here on the Cowboys Report. Duncan39, a $5 super chat. I said Gabe Bursick for the past month and a half. Now he's in the Vikings. Gosh darn it, is Jerry okay? Please send the energy, Tom for GM. Send the energy for me in the comment section. We still have the Tom for Cowboys owner, not GoFundMe. What's it called? To sign the change.org petition. We have that somewhere. I'll throw that in the comment section on this video. Honestly, I'm fine with the UDFA the Cowboys picked up. Jonathan Garibay, I think he'll be just fine. At least I hope, but he's a UDFA. So if not, oh no, you can go find somebody else. From Ben Lovin, where do you rank the Cowboys' offense post-draft? I mean, did they get better? Quarterback's the same, running back's the same, tight end's the same-ish, receivers worse. Is the offensive line better? I'm not convinced that it is. It could be if Tyler Smith instantly balls out and Tyron Smith stays healthy and Biatch takes a step forward, but Collins is gone too. So I'm not convinced it's any better, and hopefully your players play better and you live up to your top 5 talent, top 10 talent that you have in the end. From Nate Rosario, I'm going to yell, Jeremy. Trade for OBJ Deebo. Okay, well, one of those guys is a free agent and Odell Beckham. So, yes, you can sign him at any stage that you want to. As for Deebo Samuel, do you think the Cowboys are going to decide, hey, we're going to throw money at Deebo Samuel, throw a first-round pick and more, and pay him $25+ million a season? No, I don't think that's a very realistic outcome. Needy Nick, we got 2 OBJ questions in a row. Yeah, you can't say OBJ anymore. It's banned in the live chat. Can't say OBJ. So I will make sure I don't say it here as we talk about the former Rams receiver. Had he been healthy, this would have been a very different conversation for Odell Beckham, but he tore that ACL in the Super Bowl. I am worried about my receiving core early on in the season. Adding Odell Beckham doesn't really help me because I don't think he's going to be ready until after Gallup comes back, or at least close to it. So now I'm adding 2 receivers to my offense. Cool, I can make Tolbert my 4, but like that, whatever. Like the timing doesn't work out for me as it relates to Odell Beckham. So I want you guys to name a player who you want. So remember, you can't say that one particular 3-letter word or abbreviation that we expect there. So name a player who you guys want to sign. This will be the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad break comes, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. Nick Dotson with 2 C's. Pass-to-run ratio at 60 snaps, you're going to be around 60% pass, 40% run. That's how most teams operate. Even the low-end teams are still going to be above 50%. I think Philadelphia last year was like 50.13 or something versus like 49.98. So you're going to be about 60%. Ideally a little bit lower because you can run the ball a lot in the fourth quarter to ice games. From Chris Hughes, is Tolbert comparable to Dez Bryant? No, not really at all. I'd say Tolbert is much more of from like a play style comparison. I think he's a lot closer to Michael Gallup than Dez Bryant is. Like, again, I like Jalen Tolbert, but you're talking about a player who, I'll make sure I have the exact size here. Dez was what, 6'3", 225, contested catch machine, etc. Tolbert is 6'1", 194. So we're talking a 30-pound difference and about 2 inches. Not really that similar of player. We are also, folks, on Rumble as we continue to grow the platforms that you guys use. We have free and uncensored content on Rumble. That's their whole shtick there. You get sports from us here, plus news, politics, tech, business from other accounts over there. So give us a follow for free. Rumble.com/CowboysTV. From JG, will the Cowboys offense be more creative and trickery used? I feel it sparks offenses for the most part. Here's your dark secret you don't want to admit to. I think certain members of your front office, like Stephen Jones, don't like those trick plays very much, and they want to win football the old-fashioned way. And we've seen some creative packages from Kellen Moore, and then it disappears midseason every year. Is it because Kellen doesn't want to run it anymore? He only thinks it can be run once? I don't know, but I would like to see more. The fact that the pre-snap motion just stopped being used was a failure by the organization last year. At minimum, please bring that back. Super Chat just came in, by the way, from Elijah Williams. Notable free agents we might bring back next year. So I assume you mean like the 2023 free agents there. So let me pull up the list here for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see. I've got pull it up here. I'll make sure I'm not missing anybody out because I don't have it top of my head. We just got to the original free agency here. Free agents next year. I mean, obviously Tony Pollard is maybe one of your biggest ones on that list. You'd like to bring him back. Dalton Schultz, Anthony Brown. Always bring back LVE, everyone's favorite early draft pick. Tristan Hill will be a free agent. Donovan Wilson, under the radar, is going to be a free agent as well. Plus some defensive players like Terrell Basham, Dante Fowler, who may or may not make the roster. So your big ones there. Schultz, who I don't think you're going to get an extension done with, by the way. Anthony Brown, Donovan Wilson, and Tony Pollard. DAV Boss, 1, 2, 3, 4, Hill. Who should be cut for roster cuts before the season? Tristan Hill, Van Der Esch. Honestly, not LVE. He's super cheap. And like 1 year, I think it's like $2 million. And he's your second or third best linebacker. So I'm going to keep him for now. Tristan Hill, if he does not beat out Carlos Watkins and you want the run stopping of both Quinton Bohanna and John Ridgeway, I think Hill could be a good standpoint on that one there. I'd say make sure you guys are subscribed here. Like, we will have a full cut candidates list as we move on further into the season. From Ben Loving, Eagles suck, Jeremy, LOL, and Bobby Too Raw. How do you feel about the Eagles and their picks? I'm low-key nerves. I don't think the Eagles did a great job in the draft. Imagine if they had a top 10 QB. I think they'd be the favorite to win the division. Your reason why you're not panicked full-fledged yet, despite having Devonta Smith, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, etc., and a really good offensive line and a good defense, is CB2 for Philadelphia. It's not great. And do we believe in Jalen Hurts? Do the Eagles believe in Hurts? Maybe. Maybe not. Their actions say we'll see how he goes this year. Do you want free Cowboys videos every single day? If you do, which I would hope you guys do, then subscribe. YouTube.com/CowboysTV. From Leroy Pearson Jr. Of all the UDFAs, who do you see as having a legitimate chance of making the team? I think the one that steps out is the kicker, obviously. Jonathan Garibay, I think he's got a good chance to make it. I think Marquise Bell has a good shot. So does Wanye Thomas, both safeties from Florida A&M and Georgia Tech. Aaron Hansford, I think, has a great shot to make it, even over Devin Harper as a linebacker for you. I doubt the edges make it in year one. The tight ends, maybe not so much. I wouldn't mind one of the receivers splashing. I promise you, we will fall in love with one of those receivers. Do it every single year. The UDFA receiver that we like there. I think Alec Lindstrom of the UDFA linemen has the best path there. Question coming in here from Rumble, from Rex1417. Why am I the only one who thinks that James Washington was a good signing? He was good with the Steelers. I like the signing, but not because he was good with the Steelers. He had a good year. 2019, 735 yards, 3 scores. Since then, he has not been a very impactful player. He was available for the vet min because he hadn't been great, but as a former second-round pick with flashes, I agree. I really like the signing because it's low risk, potentially high reward. I'm not convinced in the end he's going to be a huge impact player for you, but you're not paying him to be. So I think at minimum, you feel great about him as depth. If he does make a big impact, awesome. That was a steal in free agency. JT Christopher, would you bring back Dez to be the PR? Are you replacing Rich Dalrymple there? Or do you probably mean punt returner? I think is what you're going for. No, I'm not. Look, guys, I'll forever love Dez. Put him in the Ring of Honor, Cowboys, made a mistake the first time. Dez has played. He's too good to be a Cowboys legend, Jeremy. He's too good. He played 6 games in 4 years, and he hasn't been a punt returner since 2012. So I love Dez. I wonder what year it is when these questions get asked. My answer is no. He should not be your punt returner because he doesn't have the juice to do it anymore. That's just not his thing. So I love him, but no. Now, Dez Bryant is too good to be a Cowboys legend. He's too good. Now, Bryce Butler is a Cowboys legend, i.e. they played for the Cowboys. They weren't that good, meaning they become a Cowboys legend once and forever. So, let me know in the comments who you think a Cowboys legend is. Martin Marin, Dallas must sign J.C. Tretter now. Will assure better running and pass protection. I think you mean Dak, not Dan, injured again. I get where you're coming from. Here's my mindset as it relates to J.C. Tretter. I know there's the report from Brian Broaddus that he was banged up a lot last year, was missing practices. He played in almost every game until when he had COVID and was awesome in those games. And now if he's asking for a lot of money, okay, we are now in May. I know he's the NFLPA president, so he might be asking for a lot of guarantees. I get all that. 1 year, 3 year, $3 million fully guaranteed. Like, who says no? I think that's fair for Tretter at this point, and it's great for the Cowboys because I do want him as my center. I think he's a better player than Tyler Biadasz is right now. Texan third. Will Lindstrom or Empey beat out Biadasz? Probably not. Seems to me that the fan base has quickly gotten on board with Alec Lindstrom's going to win the job. And I think it's because people have heard of him. He was higher on some of those NFL draft simulators. I had a 7th-round grade on Lindstrom. If we didn't understandably like the lack of power from Connor Williams, that is a problem with Lindstrom, who doesn't offer you guard flex either. Great UDFA pickup. I would love if he at least pushes Biadasz, but I would not anticipate my UDFA center beating out Biadasz right now. Ben Loving, Jeremy, does Dallas sweep the Eagles again? All right, we'll let Jeremy answer here.
I actually think the Eagles.
Yes, wow, thank you, Jeff. Just kidding, you can answer now.
I think the Eagles are going to sweep the Cowboys.
Oh, I shouldn't let you talk at all. Everyone boo Jeremy in the comments section. You can also answer our next question. Will the Cowboys win the NFC East? Y for yes or N for no? Get your votes in for me in the comments section right now. From Henry Nuts, do we keep Lamb in the slot, or is Tolbert a big slot next year? Tolbert did play some slot. About 30% of his reps were there for South Alabama this past year. It was a big jump up. I would probably keep Lamb in the slot. That's not a bad thing for me, by the way. The Cowboys like to attack the middle of the field with their offensive schemes, and I think Lamb's good there. So you can rotate some guys a bit more than maybe you have in the past, but I think I'd keep Lamb in the slot of your current top 3 receivers or top 4 receivers. Nightmare, DC for life. Who's going to break out from the 2021 draft class? Not Nate Parsons. Yeah, he's already broken out there. Ideally, I think what you're hoping for is probably one of your defensive guys, which is like 3 of them. I would love it if Osa Odigizua broke out because that would give me an impact defensive lineman to actually have on my roster from an interior standpoint. So I would really like to add that type of player. Beyond him, I'd be down with Chauncey Golston. I'd be down with Kelvin Joseph also hypothetically breaking out. From Mr. Malfic, trade for Isabella to be the kick returner or punt returner. Here's the problem you run into. He did 1 punt return for Arizona and did 8 kick returns in 3 years. So they did not put him out there. He did a little bit of kick return stuff for UMass, some brief punt return as well. He's not good is your problem. So there is some background, unlike most of your guys on your roster right now. I think he's going to get cut by Arizona, so just wait it out a little bit there. I would like to find a potentially better one via the trade market or free agency market if possible. Remember, folks, if we did not get to your question, blame producer Chugs, and then DM me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. I'll answer any DM I get to. Just, give me some time. I tend to answer those late at night when I'm feeding baby Olivia.